I want to thank everyone for all the love on my most recent video. Whether your critiques were good critiques or bad critiques, it helped me learn and grow my content even more. I hope this video helps you get your Nintendo Switch 2 this year, and I can't wait to keep pushing out videos to help you obtain one in the future. Thank you for watching. You're aiming at getting a Nintendo Switch 2, but the question is did you even have a plan? This video is going to help you figure out what you need to know so you can get one as soon as possible when they're available. So first off, let's go off with what we know. Nintendo Switch 2 is a thing, and it's going to be revealed on April 2nd. That's really just as much as we know. No retailers, and I mean absolutely no retailers, know anything about the price, the launch, or anything involving this console. How do I know this?
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
Do you trust me now? Now stop calling about the system. You're gonna need to at least take $400 to $600. That's just a random amount because we don't know the pricing of it. But considering that the Nintendo Switch 1 was $300, it's reasonable to say that the Nintendo Switch 2 could fall anywhere between $400 to $600. I go as high as $600 just because the opportunity of bundles presents itself, and bundles are generally gonna be more expensive than the base console because they present so much more. Speaking about big corporations, you might want to start setting up accounts with these corporations if you haven't yet. What I recommend doing is going with some of the big names: Target, Walmart, Amazon. You can go with Best Buy. You can even go with Costco and Sam's Club, in my opinion. And of course, don't forget the obligatory GameStop. These are good places to start logging in and setting up accounts for. Whenever pre-orders do go up and traffic starts to go up, people all come and buy this console at the same time. Many people buy one, many people try and buy as many as they can. This can crash websites. So be wary and have maybe even multiple tabs open and available for when it's time to purchase. I would even recommend getting a membership for a specific retailer of your choosing. Every retailer has at least a program that allows you to buy in for a month or an annual fee, and you can get exclusive access to pre-orders and getting a console ahead of time. And considering the fact that we don't really do opening nights anymore for these console releases, this is probably more likely to happen. On another touch of retailers and staying connected, right now Best Buy is the only one that has notifications for pre-orders enabled. I'll include a link down in the description below and in the comment section, but if you go to this link into your email, you can enter into a newsletter that will immediately help you get notified if Best Buy has a console available. If you prefer kind of a third-party based communication system, I have some recommendations. Wario64 is great. They're available on x.com, aka Twitter. They give daily updates on a lot of things. Cheap Ass Gamer is also another great source of information. You can view them on X and on Facebook if you want to. Jake Randall, good content creator, amazing, passionate about what he does. He is a good content creator and he's helped hundreds of thousands of people get consoles day one for pre-orders. And of course, me, if you want to. I've had several guides about PlayStation 5s, Xbox Series X's, so I'll put myself on this list because I like to keep people updated, and when it comes to informing, I think I do a pretty good job. If you are the type that wants to track inventory, there's one tool that I've used that I've found success with in the past, and that's called Pop Finder. When Pop Finder first launched, it was more of an alert system. Now it's actually an inventory tracking tool, and if you wanted to buy their alert system, you have to annually subscribe. I don't really recommend that. You could just use this to check their overall stock. You enter in what console you want, they'll add Nintendo Switch 2 to that listing soon, and then you enter in your zip code, and if that console is nearby within the stores, then you can get it ordered, call about it, or get it pre-ordered. This really doesn't help as much until we're closer to the actual release. I don't really think this will benefit many during the pre-order sequence, but if you didn't get a console pre-ordered, then consider again that you can go ahead and use this tool to find it in any store in your location. We got to talk about execution because that's what matters when it comes to pre-ordering and getting a console on time. This is the best moment for execution. This is the best moment for planning because we know for certain that in a few months, on April 2nd, Nintendo is going to have their Nintendo Direct and it's going to showcase the console. And if we want to go a little bit further than that, we can assume that after they've revealed the console, its content, its pricing, and its release date, we'll naturally get a pre-order date as well, and pre-orders will start going live on retailers. This is not something that's certain, but it's something that you can easily predict if you have been in the gaming world for a little bit. So this is the day, this is the time that you're going to want to reserve off from if you have a job or if you have other responsibilities, and you're going to want to dedicate your day to this. Open up your computer, get your browser tabs available, have Wario64, Cheap Ass Gamer, Jake Randall, whoever you want to have on there. available on one tab. And if you have a second monitor, put the Nintendo Direct there and have your phone open so that you can access and see if pre-orders have gone up and secure your spot. I don't know how many times I have to say this to people. You are not the only one that wants to get a Nintendo Switch 2. You're racing hundreds of others of individuals, thousands, millions of people online, plus you're dealing with scalpers. And scalpers, if you're not familiar with, are people who upsell and buy consoles just to resell them at a higher price. If I had to say anything to anybody that was buying a new console in today's generation, do not buy it for more than its intended price unless it is from a official company that you are getting it for a bundled price or a deal or anything like that. Do not buy, an example, a Nintendo Switch that's $400 for $800 because you missed the pre-order window and now you're gonna have to buy it off some Joe Smo from Facebook Marketplace. It is not reasonable. Don't do it. Wait. Nintendo is trying to supply to meet demand. They know the demand's going to be big because their Nintendo Switch 1 demand was gigantic. So I don't want people to get ahead and pay more for something that was cheaper if they had just waited a couple more days or even just kept their eyes open for a deal. I even recommend personally that if you're going to be going upwards of 500 or over, you might want to call your bank ahead of time on that day to let them know that you're going to do a big purchase so it doesn't get marked as fraudulent and that item flies out of your cart because your card declined. I hope this video helped you plan for Nintendo Switch 2. We've got many months ahead of us to stack our money and stack our time and prepare for the next generation of consoles. Let me know what you think. If there's anything I can add to my future videos to help you find a console and get it day one, I would love to know down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. You know what to do if you like the video, and have a good one.